They say opposites attract, but nobody warns you about what happens after the attraction. Enter Fergie, yes, that Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas, and Josh Duhamel, Hollywood's former golden couple. Their love story had it all: red carpets, shocking scandals, emotional plot twists, and, surprise, undercover spies. It was like a real-life soap opera minus the dramatic music. Buckle up. This one's juicier than a reality show reunion. Once upon a time in Hollywood. Once upon a time in the chaotic world of 2004, when low-rise jeans ruled, flip phones were cutting edge, and MySpace was still a thing. Fate decided to spice things up for Josh Duhamel and Fergie. Josh, starring in Las Vegas at the time, found his world flipped upside down when the Black Eyed Peas made a guest appearance on his show. The moment Fergie walked on set, it was like Cupid shot him with a glitter-filled arrow. Sparks weren't just flying, they were practically setting off fireworks. Completely smitten, Josh wasted no time and sprinted to the producers like an excited teenager at his first school dance, practically begging, "Hey, let's bring the Black Eyed Peas back." Smooth, Josh. Very smooth. His not-so-subtle crush would soon kickstart one of Hollywood's most talked-about romances, blending red carpet glamour with small-town charm in a way that only Tinseltown could pull off. From flirting to forever, or so we thought. From innocent flirting to full-blown wedding bells, their relationship zoomed ahead like it was on rocket fuel. Within 3 years, Josh dropped to one knee, and 2 years later, they sealed the deal with a glamorous 2009 wedding that had all the makings of a Hollywood fairy tale. It was the ultimate mashup. Small-town charm meets pop diva sparkle. For a while, everything looked like marital bliss wrapped in designer outfits and red carpet smiles. But like any good fairy tale, just when you think it's happily ever after, reality comes knocking, and it usually doesn't bring flowers. Unfortunately for Josh and Fergie, their perfect picture started to crack sooner than anyone expected. Rocky roads and scandalous headlines. Barely 9 months into their marriage, rumors began to swirl like a tabloid tornado. An exotic dancer named Nicole Forrester alleged she had a one-night fling with Josh. The world collectively gasped. However, both Fergie and Josh vehemently denied the accusations. Josh's rep clapped back, stating, "This is not the first, nor will it be the last time someone is paid handsomely to sell a fabricated story about a celebrity." Strong words, but the damage was done. The whispers didn't stop, and the couple found themselves in therapy attempting to patch up their love boat. Strangely, their relationship seemed to emerge even stronger. Fergie later told Oprah, "Difficult times can make you stronger as a unit." And indeed, the couple looked solid again, especially with the arrival of their son, Axel Jack, in 2013. The little family looked like picture-perfect Instagram goals, until it wasn't. Paranoia and pop stardom collide. While they tried to move on, cracks in their marriage only widened. Fergie, perhaps understandably cautious after the scandal, reportedly sent spies to monitor Josh at a 2016 event. Allegedly, the informants told her that Josh was being a little too charming with other women. When Fergie confronted him, he denied everything. Again, adding fuel to the fire, Fergie would also make surprise visits to Josh's movie sets, presumably to keep tabs on her hubby. According to insiders, Josh's continued flirtatious behavior and his perpetually single vibe finally pushed Fergie to call it quits. The split heard round Hollywood. In 2017, after 14 years together, the couple publicly announced their separation, though as we would later learn, they had quietly parted ways months before the world knew. In a joint statement, they said, "With absolute love and respect, we decided to separate earlier this year. We are and will always be united in our support of each other and our family." Ah yes, the classic Hollywood breakup line: amicable, polite, and heartbreakingly civilized. Friends and insiders claimed there was no juicy drama behind the split, no explosive fights, no epic betrayals, just two people growing apart due to their extremely busy and conflicting schedules. The real deal behind the divorce. While they both kept it classy publicly, whispers from behind the scenes suggested that deeper incompatibilities were at play. Josh, ever the Midwestern guy, preferred simple pleasures, walking the dog, Sunday BBQs, and a quiet, grounded lifestyle. Meanwhile, Fergie thrived in the fast-paced, glitzy world of pop music, where flashing lights and tour buses never stop. And then there was the question of kids. Josh, the eldest of 4 siblings, dreamed of a large family. Fergie, who had a tumultuous childhood and came from a broken home, wasn't necessarily on the same page. In one interview, Josh subtly hinted at his true feelings. "It had nothing to do with how much I loved her, but I wasn't ready for all of that." Translation: I love you, but not the celebrity circus that comes with you. For Fergie, it was devastating. She once admitted, "It wasn't my plan. I wanted to stay married forever. I love Josh. He's the father of my child." Ouch! Josh finds his next chapter. It didn't take Josh long to jump back into the dating pool. Just months after finalizing the divorce, he began dating Audra Marie, a former Miss World America, who, by the way, is 21 years his junior. Clearly, Josh was serious about finding someone young enough to have more kids. As he put it, not so subtly in an interview. In early 2022, Josh proposed to Audra on her 28th birthday with a message in a bottle. Yes, like a Nicholas Sparks novel. And she said yes. Talk about a rom-com moment. Fergie, ever the gracious ex, even congratulated the couple on Instagram. "Hi road, thy name is Fergie." Meanwhile, where's Fergie? While Josh seemed to thrive post-divorce, Fergie's career took a quieter turn. After a widely criticized rendition of the national anthem at the 2018 NBA All-Star Game, things got rough for her professionally. The performance went so viral, for all the wrong reasons, that the Black Eyed Peas even toured without her for a while. Fergie publicly addressed the backlash, saying, "I love this country and honestly tried my best." Josh, ever the gentleman, defended her, admitting, "It wasn't her best work, but she's crazy talented and she'll bounce back." Since then, Fergie has chosen a much lower profile, focusing primarily on her son and personal well-being, and who could blame her? A battle with demons. Before she was dazzling us with Big Girls Don't Cry, Fergie was fighting some very real, very dark battles behind the scenes. Her addiction to methamphetamine wasn't just a bad phase, it was full-blown chaos. Imagine waking up every day convinced the FBI and CIA were tailing you like you're starring in your own personal spy thriller, minus the cool gadgets. "My brain had been playing a lot of tricks on me," she later admitted, recalling the hallucinations and paranoia that haunted her. At one point, she was so deep in the rabbit hole, she genuinely believed agents were lurking around every corner ready to pounce. Thankfully, Fergie pulled herself out of that nightmare and got clean, proving she's not just talented, she's resilient as hell. Those harrowing experiences didn't just give her a second chance at life, they also taught her the value of peace, privacy, and prioritizing mental health. These days, she prefers the quiet life with her son, far away from any imaginary federal agents. Co-parenting goals. Despite their breakup, one thing these two absolutely nailed is co-parenting. Honestly, they deserve gold medals, book deals, and maybe even a Netflix special called Exes Who Get It Right. Josh has never held back in praising Fergie, once gushing, "Fergie and I had a great relationship. I love that girl and always will. She's an amazing human being and a great mother." I mean, who says that about their ex? Hollywood, take notes. Fergie mirrored his kind words, saying they're still great friends who genuinely like each other, have fun, and simply aren't romantically involved anymore. It's like the breakup version of Happily Ever After. While other celeb splits end with ugly custody battles and lawyers on speed dial, Josh and Fergie turned their post-divorce life into a shining example of mature, healthy co-parenting. They're practically the poster couple for how to turn "it's over" into "we're still a family." Honestly, if Hollywood handed out awards for best exes, these two would sweep the category every year. And there you have it, the roller coaster love story of Fergie and Josh Duhamel. If you enjoyed this juicy Hollywood tale, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss more celeb drama served hot and fresh. See you in the next one, Gossip Squad.